All right, loves. Diddy's daughter just dropped some serious details about her father, and let's just say, it only confirms what we all suspected. From the outside looking in, the family always seemed like one big happy unit, but behind those mansion gates, there's clearly a lot more going on. It's almost as if she's unknowingly peeling back the curtain on years of hidden truths. And trust me, it's not pretty. Sometimes, even the people closest to you might not know, or maybe choose to ignore, the full story. There's a lot to unpack here, so grab your popcorn and let's dive in. But before we get into what Diddy's daughter actually said, let's rewind a bit to Diddy's recent birthday because it all ties together. November 4th was Diddy's 55th birthday, and this year's celebration had a drastically different vibe. Just last year on his 54th birthday, Diddy was out in London, partying it up with Naomi Campbell and Janet Jackson by his side. This time, though, those same A-list celebrities who once flocked to his celebrations were noticeably silent. In fact, both Naomi and Janet went as far as to delete photos they had shared from Diddy's 54th birthday on Instagram. This speaks volumes about how serious Diddy's current situation has become. Nobody wants to be associated with him right now. Even if Diddy somehow manages to navigate his current legal situation, his reputation is already severely damaged. The power and influence he once held are slipping away as people finally begin coming forward with long-held secrets. While some might argue he's only now realizing he was surrounded by fake friends, let's be real. Who wouldn't want to keep their distance when someone faces accusations as serious as his? Now, fast forward to his 2024 birthday, which found him locked up. Imagine the shift. A man who went from the high life to a prison cell in just 1 year. He tried to spin it as a family moment, but people saw right through it. This was less about family and more about a desperate PR move. Not a single celebrity reached out to wish him a
Happy birthday to Daddy. Happy birthday. Keep going.
Happy birthday to
Daddy.
Keep going,
Go.
Happy
Happy birthday to Daddy. Yay! We love you too.
Love you, Pops. We miss
I
you.
can't wait to see y'all.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see y'all.
Yes,
And I'm
sir.
just want to say I'm proud of y'all. I'm proud of y'all, especially the girls. I mean, all of y'all. But just for being strong. Thank y'all for being strong. And thank y'all for being by my side and supporting me. I love y'all. I got the best family in the world. My birthday, I'm happy. Thank you, y'all giving me this call. Thank you very much. I love y'all.
We love you, Lord. Too. Can't wait to see you in a couple of days.
I'll see y'all in a couple of days.
Say it again.
What you say?
I love you, Daddy.
Yeah.
I love you too, baby.
She eating, yo, Pops.
Hi, we're right here.
Chance right here on the phone too. Pops, love eating all your cake, so you're not gonna have none left.
She's literally digging her face in it.
Hey, you're gonna have to buy you a new one. Yo, she's face down in the cake right now. Say hey, Chance.
Happy birthday to Mommy.
We
love you.
Chance is right here too. If you can hear on the phone.
Hey, Chance.
Happy birthday.
Thank you, baby. I love you.
Love you too. Miss you. See you soon.
happy birthday this time. It was strictly his family. And this is significant because when you eventually hear what his daughter Chance had to say, it all begins to make sense. So as we continue exploring this story, keep in mind that things were never as perfect as they appeared. This family celebration was more than just a birthday. It was a glimpse into a fractured image and possibly the beginning of Diddy's carefully guarded public persona unraveling. Despite Diddy's kids singing him happy birthday over the phone, trying to make it all sound sweet and emotional, the effort didn't quite land. Even a toddler wouldn't have mistaken it for a heartfelt family moment. The call felt more like an attempt to frame Diddy as a doting father, with Diddy on the other end, leaning into the family man role from his prison cell. Honestly, the whole thing came off as pure PR, desperate and a bit sad. Capturing this moment was one thing, but posting it publicly, that was a whole other story. They were trying to push a Father of the Year narrative, but it just came off like something out of a reality TV confessional. Forced, awkward, and nowhere near authentic. Let's be real, no one prepared Diddy for his fall from grace. He's deep in it now. On his birthday in jail, his special meal was cereal, some fruit, and a small breakfast cake. A year ago, he was living it up, flexing on everyone, including Cassie, who's been urging him to own up and apologize. Fast forward to today, and he's stuck with bland pasta and unseasoned chicken dinners. The man even tried to get a private chef in prison, but they quickly reminded him that this was prison, not a VIP lounge. Meanwhile, Diddy's kids are putting in overtime to keep their father's image alive. Imagine being so controversial that your kids have to be your last lifeline, fighting for your freedom and reputation. That can't be easy for them. Their dad was once idolized, rubbing shoulders with billionaires and Hollywood's elite. But now, the spotlight has dimmed, and former friends have ghosted him. And if you thought this public display was strange, get ready. Diddy's kids are apparently willing to go to battle for him, and they already have. Just a few weeks ago, Diddy's sons reportedly confronted Ray J. Now. For those who might not know, Ray J is an artist, reality TV personality, entrepreneur, and of course, a figure who often finds himself in the middle of Hollywood.
Out here taking from people. Not only like people are getting robbed of not only their money and their spirituality. They're getting robbed of their womanhood and manhood. Asses are being taken in ways that nobody can explain.
Hollywood drama. He and Diddy have a complicated history, and it recently got more intense when Ray J filed a lawsuit against Diddy, accusing him of not only trying to cheat him out of a big deal, but also crossing lines at some of Diddy's infamous freak-off parties. Ray J wasn't about to let it slide, and since then, the tension between these two has only escalated. True to his outspoken nature, shade at Diddy. Diddy's sons didn't take this lightly, stepping in to defend their father. Things quickly escalated, and blows were reportedly exchanged. Even Chris Brown had to step in to break it up. It's a wild story, but it goes to show just how high tensions are right now. As Diddy faces these challenges, his family has remained fiercely loyal, stepping up to protect his legacy even as his reputation crumbles. Behind the mansion gates, there's a lot more going on than we ever suspected. And with friends distancing themselves and former allies going silent, Diddy is seeing firsthand what a true fall from grace really looks like. Let me give you some context. Ray J was recently at an exclusive LA event, packed with A-listers like Chris Brown and Amber Rose, who were just enjoying the vibe. But Ray J decided this was the perfect moment to start talking about Diddy. And apparently, he didn't hold back. Word has it, he made a few comments about Diddy's past that hit a little too close to home. As you can imagine, this didn't sit well with the Combs brothers. Now, everyone knows Diddy's sons, Quincy, Christian, and Justin, are fiercely loyal to their dad. So when they heard Ray J's comments, they weren't having it. They rolled up to him right there and let him know he was out of line. Imagine Ray J standing there, and suddenly he's surrounded by Diddy's sons, ready to check him. At first, it looked like they might just have a serious talk, maybe try to handle things calmly. But things escalated quickly. Ray J didn't back down. He clapped back, defending his comments. Both sides started trading words, and it became clear this was about to turn physical. Fortunately for Ray J, Chris Brown, who was nearby, saw the situation unfold. He jumped out of his car to try and calm things down, and even security had to step in to keep things from getting uglier. The takeaway: the Combs brothers made it known they'd go to any length to protect their father's reputation. No cap, they're loyal to their core. Diddy has been their rock for years, guiding them through the music business and having their backs, so it's easy to see why they defend him. Even with the controversy surrounding him, their loyalty is solid.
I am speechless. Baby, you look so beautiful. So beautiful. She's a future actress. Her name is Chance Combs. Chance, you tell her.
Yes, I'm an aspiring actress, and it's my first time at the Oscars, so I'm really excited to be here. Yeah.
Giving off cult-like vibes. But if you thought this moment was intense, you haven't seen the half of it. Diddy's daughter recently made a statement that took family loyalty to a whole new level, and it has everyone talking. This isn't just about family bonds. It's full-on ride-or-die loyalty, and people are noticing. To understand where Chance was coming from with her recent jaw-dropping comment, here's a little background. Chance Combs, one of Diddy's daughters, was born in 2006, making her one of the younger members of the Combs family. Her mother, Sarah Chapman, had a relationship with Diddy around the same time he was involved with Kim Porter. Yes, Diddy was juggling relationships when Chance was born. Despite that complicated history, Chance wasn't much in the spotlight early on. But over time, Diddy became more public about his role in her life, often showing her off at family gatherings and sharing moments with her on social media. As Chance has grown up, she started stepping into the public eye more, especially during this challenging time for her father. Her recent comments showed that the loyalty in the Combs family runs deep, confirming what people had speculated for years. Diddy's presence in her life has clearly made a significant impact, and now she's showing her support in ways that are making headlines. This situation has given the world a rare glimpse behind the gates, revealing the dynamics of a family that stands united no matter how intense things get. The loyalty of the Combs kids has become a topic of conversation, showing that, for better or worse, Diddy has built a family that is willing to stick by him through thick and thin. Here's the context. Ray J was at an exclusive event in LA packed with A-list stars like Chris Brown and Amber Rose, all just having a good time. But Ray J decided to use this moment to talk about Diddy, and let's just say he didn't hold back. Word on the street is that he made some remarks about Diddy's past that hit a little too close to home, and Diddy's sons, Quincy, Christian, and Justin, weren't going to let it slide. When they heard about Ray J's comments, they approached him, clearly upset and ready to defend their father. Ray J stood his ground, and a verbal exchange quickly turned tense. Thankfully, Chris Brown, who was nearby, saw what was unfolding and stepped in alongside security to de-escalate the situation. But Diddy's sons made it clear they'd do anything to protect their father's reputation. Their intense loyalty speaks volumes. To them, Diddy has been a rock, guiding them through life and the music industry. But while the Combs children seem determined to stand by their father, many people are troubled by their unwavering loyalty given the serious allegations against him. It's more than family loyalty. It's almost like they're in a bubble, insulated from the larger reality. This dynamic became even more evident with Diddy's daughter, Chance, who recently made a jaw-dropping statement defending her father. Here's a bit of background. Chance, born in 2006 to Diddy and Sarah Chapman, grew up alongside her siblings in the spotlight. She's often seen in family events and photos, reinforcing the image of a united Combs family. However, Chance recently made some very concerning comments about her father's charges, allegedly saying, "My father is innocent. His enemies want to bring him down. I have grown up with my father all my life, and I've never seen anything unusual about him. He has never shouted at me or done anything violent. Please don't take him away from me." Let that sink in for a moment. To hear Chance defend Diddy so passionately, many found it both shocking and sad. People were disturbed by how disconnected her statement seemed from the gravity of the allegations. For her to say Diddy is innocent and his enemies are simply trying to bring him down disregards the experiences of those who have spoken out about Diddy's behavior. Just because she's never seen that side of him within the family's gated walls doesn't erase the very real accounts of others outside that circle. Diddy's influence seems to have created a carefully controlled world where his children view him as a perfect father and protector. But outside that bubble, others have witnessed a different side. Take, for instance, Diddy's allegedly missing adopted daughter, Ava Combs. Ava, who appears to have been left out of the family's public displays of unity, seems to be a silent figure swept under the rug. Her absence raises uncomfortable questions, but inside Diddy's circle, she's rarely acknowledged. For Chance to plead for mercy on her innocent father's behalf only adds to the disconnect. It's as if the Combs children have been shielded from or refused to acknowledge the accusations that Diddy has a darker side that has affected people outside their privileged world. And it's not just Chance. The family's efforts to defend Diddy run deep, even back to when Kim Porter's alleged diary excerpts were leaked. Supposedly containing damaging information about Diddy's past, the diary painted a side of him he'd likely never want the public to see. But before people could even process those claims, his children released a statement calling it all lies, as if they knew every part of his life. Their reaction was so swift and coordinated that many felt uneasy, like they were watching a family PR operation rather than genuine responses. Then there's the courthouse spectacle. When Diddy's children showed up for his hearings, they didn't just quietly stand by. They arrived in full support, projecting unity in front of the cameras as if they were the misunderstood victims. Their unwavering loyalty in the face of these serious accusations was almost surreal. Diddy is facing allegations involving individuals below the legal age, and yet here's his family, doubling down in defense of him, seemingly oblivious to the real harm that may have been done to others. Many feel that the Combs family has been groomed to protect Diddy's image at all costs, like a personal army ready to strike at anyone who dares question him. It's unsettling to see this level of loyalty when it seems to come at the expense of truth and empathy. They act as though Diddy is some misunderstood hero, ignoring the troubling history that others have recounted. Watching Chance portray him as a loving father who could do no wrong feels like hearing someone insist a wolf is just a friendly dog. Their loyalty doesn't stop at defending his image in the present. It stretches to rewriting his history. When troubling revelations about Diddy have surfaced, his children have responded like soldiers on a mission to silence any dissent, almost as if they're brainwashed. And while they may genuinely believe in their father's innocence, it's deeply disturbing to witness them shield him from scrutiny as if they've been conditioned to believe the world is against him without reason. Meanwhile, Diddy's alleged victims are watching this display of loyalty from the sidelines, likely horrified. For them, seeing his family ignore or excuse his behavior must feel like a slap in the face. The message from the Combs family seems clear. They're willing to go to any lengths to protect the image of the man they believe is innocent. It's not love, it's almost cult-like, with them defending him no matter the cost, even if it means erasing the experiences of those who suffered. If you're shocked by the Combs family's intense loyalty, stay tuned. There's even more to unpack. We have a video that dives into the story of Ava Combs, Diddy's allegedly missing adopted daughter, who may have been trafficked, while his family continues to uphold his innocence. To see how deep this truly goes, don't miss out on our